educators, we really do have the potential to help families have the best outcomes in life, but what we need to get better at is looking after ourselves. I know as a wellbeing consultant, so often my own wellbeing is placed at the back of the queue whilst I'm serving others a diet of wellbeing. So what I'm really interested in thinking about today is what can we do to safeguard ourselves as professionals to be able to go on and do the incredible job that we do. Wellbeing should be for every day, for everyone. So let's keep that message alive and take that with us on our journey today.
But there is help out there. So on the screen are several organisations that I use now as a deputy head in schools, and I know that people on the panel. Can I just see a show of hands if you've heard of at least 3 of the organisations on the board? Okay, so now you've got a lot of organisations that kind of you can take away, and we've got 5 minutes left. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but I'm going to try and do a whistle-stop 1-minute overview of the charities on the board. And I'm going to start off with the one just above my head, and that's the Charlie Waller Memorial Trust. When I was a deputy head in East London about 6 years ago, there wasn't really much help out there for mental health and wellbeing. Charlie Waller Memorial Trust were amazing. So they run workshops in school, it's a charity, they'll send out brochures that you can give out at parents' evening. So I found it really helpful that if we had parents' evening, I'd have a stall in the hall to talk about mental health, wellbeing, how we could support. They also do a mental health and wellbeing book club. So they'll send a book out to you, review it as a senior leader, share it with your staff, engaging them in their learning. Richard, I'm obviously going to come to you to talk about educated support. Can I just see a show of hands if you're a teacher or an educator in the UK? Can you just put your hand up? Okay. Can you keep your hand up if you've already heard about Ed Support Partnership? 1 minute off to you, Richard.
So as I said at the start, we've been going all various guises for about 140 years. We started off as a Teachers Benevolent Fund, and we now do a lot of work in sort of mental health and wellbeing for staff across England, Wales and across the UK. I think the one thing I'd try and get you to take home is the helpline number. It's staffed by BACP accredited counsellors 24/7, 365. It's 08000 562 561. Anyone working in education can get up to 6 sessions of structured counselling, coaching. There's a range of other services you can get through that from the charity. And we also work in over 800 schools across England and Wales, and there's more information on all the stuff we can do.
Yeah, and am I right, if you go to the website, staff can also download posters that they can put up in staff, because it is a free counselling service 24/7, so it's a really important message to get that out. Kelly, are you going to talk about Anna Freud?
Yeah, the Anna Freud was initially set up by Sigmund Freud's granddaughter, Anna Freud, and it's a fantastic service for anyone working within education. They have lots of different support available. I would highly recommend signing up to their Schools in Mind network, and there you will find lots of animations, lesson plans, which will save time for your teachers. It's a quality space to collect resources and information. They also have other services attached to that, so the On My Mind service has been created to give the voice to young people to have ownership over their support for their own mental health, what they want it to look like and what they want them goals to be. Also within that, you will be able to call them at any time and visit their centre in Islington in London, but there's lots of information, so familiarise yourself with that site and take that information back and share it widely within your school communities.
And also a lot of the resources on there are also free, lots of toolkits, lots of videos for both engaging with staff and parents. Ben, Heads Together Mentally Healthy Schools?
Yeah, again, I've used all 5 support networks on the board. The Mentally Healthy Schools, one of the things that I found really useful when I was using it was the headspace and the promotion of headspace for myself. It made me think about actually what am I doing for myself, how am I taking care of myself, who am I talking to. It gave us strategies to be able to do that. It gave us a network to work within different schools and reach out and share best practice, and it made us really look at our structures, because what was important for me is, are our structures within our school supportive of the 4 prongs I spoke about earlier.
And really important as well is if you're an educator in the UK, US and Canada, the Headspace app is actually free. All you need to do is register with the school address, and again, I've just seen raised eyebrows, which is great because not many teachers know about it, but again, that's something else to take back and share. YoungMinds, another fantastic charity, so they do the Wear Yellow campaign in October for Mental Health Day, and again, I've got free resources. So all of these charities that we've mentioned are there to support schools, and hopefully we've signposted them to you. Can I just take this opportunity to thank you very much for coming along to this session this morning. What I will say is obviously I'm on Too Simple, we're on stand NG50, we're going to be there afterwards with the whole panel if you've got any questions. We've also got a free wellbeing pack that you can download with all the links to the charities and some lesson plans to save you time in school. If you could join me in thanking Ben, Kelly and Richard for their time this morning.